Hey, how are you? Today I'm excited because I'm going to be trying an art supply that's been plaguing my Instagram feed for at least 2 months now. These are the Paul Rubens Oil Pastels. They cost me £30 roundabout. I don't know how that compares to other oil pastels because I don't really use them, but they seem good, so let's see if they live up to the hype and they're as good as they seem to be on my Instagram feed. If you like this video and you want more videos like this, I would very much appreciate it if you subscribed, because this is my first ever video and it would be cool if you joined me on my art ventures. Let's go into it. So opening it up, you get the sheet that shows the set of all of the other colours. I got the 48 pack because I thought it had a good variety and I wasn't willing to spend more than £30. A fun little swatch sheet, which I've already used. And then we get the beautiful oil pastels. They all laid out so nicely, and I know for a fact they're not going to stay that way. This is what one looks like up close, and I like the point that it has, but I know it won't stay like that. So now we get to the swatches, and they just glide beautifully on the paper. I could eat these oil pastels, they look very edible, but don't, because they're not. They only give you one white oil pastel, and I kind of wish they gave us more because, as we all know, white is a staple, and I can tell that the white is going to end up really tiny really soon, but that's a small criticism. So they're all just going on the paper really nicely and creating a really nice texture if you press on hard enough. But it's around here where I notice there's a difference in consistency and texture depending on the colour. Most of them are fine, but then when you get to the green ones, for some reason they're a little bit more dry and crumbly, meaning they don't go on as nice as the others. Now obviously this is a minor thing. The rest of them go beautifully, and the green you can't really notice, it's just something I picked up on. Also, you can feel the oil, like, I know the oil pastels, but you can feel the oil on the outside wrapper of the black one, and only the black one for some reason. So yeah, that's just another little thing. So now for the actual drawing. You may be wondering why there is bright pink highlighter all over this. Well, I drew this outline a bit ago and my sister decided to go at it with a pink highlighter. So we're just going to use it as a test of opacity, because that sounds better. Now, as I said earlier, I don't really use oil pastels all too much, so I just started going from sort of dark to light and sort of build up on top of each other, and I think that worked well. Now it's here that you can see that it did actually cover up that scribble, so I think the opacity is quite good. even the white did a decent job at covering up bright pink. And I realised it is quite buildable to build them on top of each other without it immediately turning into a mess of colour, which I quite like. Now obviously you're going to get to a point where you can't top colours on top of colours because it is just going to end up a mess, but I didn't reach that point in this, and I am a person that adds too much colour on top of each other all of the time. And although you probably shouldn't, I did blend it out with my finger. You could probably do it with a tissue and that'd be better because I made a mess. And this is a final result. I really liked it and I really enjoyed doing it. I think it's really fun and I'm definitely going to be reaching for these oil pastels again. So what was the overall opinion then on these oil pastels? Well, I really liked them. I liked the texture that they created. I have actually used them quite a lot since the video. I've used them like 4 times. I'm looking at my wall, that's where they are. I like the texture and I have found that there is a good fixing spray that I can use and it makes them stay there, which is good. I am still getting the hang of oil pastels, but I would recommend the Paul Rubens to anyone that's trying to get into oil pastels but don't know any sort of good quality ones to use. I think they're really good. My only criticism is that there is a mix in sort of textures. Like the greens, like I said, they are less smooth than the other colours, which is a bit random. But I imagine you're going to get some variance in sort of how you create them. I also wish there was another white, but again, that's a minor thing and you can buy them separately, so that's fine. I really like them. I would definitely recommend them. And yeah, overall brilliant experience, loved them, love the art that you can create for them, and it's a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Yeah, so if you like this video, again, please consider subscribing, it'd be really cool, I'd love it so much if you joined my art ventures. But yeah, if you want to see any other videos, check them out now. If I've created them, this is the first one, as I said. And yeah, have a good day.